Top of the morning, party people. Good morning. I was up real early this morning. I had to take care of some stuff with this truck, but I'm here, party people. I am here. Um, whew. Let's get them lights up, man. I'm in the building, party people. I'm here. I made it in the building. Um, Today's topic is consequences and repercussions. First, in New York City, it's cold. I guess it's supposed to rain today, but it's brick outside. So let's be mindful that bundle up. If you're not going outside, get some water, get some we call it the gel package. But Sarah, good morning, Sarah, good morning. Um, I appreciate y'all for giving me a chance to do the morning show, this morning show. Shout out to Frost, shout out to Punch. Um, yeah, today's topic is consequences and repercussions. Um, that's all call outs ain't mandatory. Um, Sometimes we have to be on point because sometimes we get blindsided and we get hit. Um, People hit with some negativity, and sometimes you get caught off guard and might do something that you might regret down the line. So, go top of the morning, all or nothing. Top of the top, Big Dev, top of the top. Tiffany Marie, top of the morning. Let's hit the like button, people. I know I'm late. Hit the like button, man. Let's get some likes, man. Cause it's some good information about to be surfacing. You know what I'm saying? I got some good information for y'all. First and foremost, dealing with consequences and repercussions. That's right, Sarah. That's right. Good morning. Good morning. Um, yo. When when we do things in life, right? And if it's negative or it's negative energy, we have to prepare ourselves. Yo, Domo was popping. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Peace. We have to prepare for, for the consequences. A lot of times people do things and don't think about the consequences of their actions. And I think a lot of times when the consequences hit us, we like, wait a minute, this is not supposed to happen, not now. Well, the consequences don't have a date. You know what I'm saying? You don't. Like me, I sold drugs for 8 months, and then one day I went outside. I could have sold it 4 years. So it doesn't have a date. It doesn't have like well, you do this messed up thing Monday and Friday, this might happen. So you have to be mindful of the things that you do, because the things that you do will have consequences, and when the consequences hit you, and you're not prepared for the consequences, then you have to be ready for what comes with that. Um, that's the reason why I put the picture up, because that picture is consequences of my actions, and that actually cost me. I had to give the state 6 years, but I wasn't ready to go to jail the day I went to jail, but I went to jail. I got snatched up. I say kidnapped, but and the consequences was 4 years, four physical jail time, and it wasn't easy. Believe it or not, it wasn't an easy thing. Um, I sent me to a max first, and I went to a fucking camp, and then I got to a fight in the camp, and went to a medium. I came home, man. But you had some people that was on their way home, and in the mix of being on their way home because they're in jail, they went and caught a homicide. Yo, yo. A couple of guys caught homicides in there. Fight in the bathroom, dude hit dude in the hair. Nah, Sarah, it wasn't. Actually, this is how it was my third felony, and it was like a, a predicate again. So you know what I'm saying. So I knew I was going. I just exceeded my hustling days. Yeah, father. Yes, ma'am. Um, it's my actually my third one. My first one was the paper felony. I quoted 9-5. That made me a predicate right there. But I didn't catch another felony until like 2007. So they made me a predicate again with the listen. The next one you catch, you're gonna get these 3 strikes. So I've physically been up north twice. The first one, paper funny, I had when I just copped out. I'll give me this 6 months. Yeah, I'm going. You know what? It's unfair, but it's crazy because since we don't know the law, a lot of times we just cop out. Like we join these gangs. We don't go to our family. We don't go. You know, they all. A lot of times when we get locked up, we sit in jail and we just word. I'm trying to go home. But I believe that we have more family ties. We're able to talk to some family members because a lot of times we come from broken homes. Some of us don't. Those are the ones that don't that who don't tell. They get good situations because their family fight for their freedom. And that's why we need like mentor programs and programs that can help the broken families or just anybody. Anybody needs the information because I remember, boy, I didn't know. And it was funny because had I sat 4 more months, they probably would have dropped the charge because the guy that was telling on me stopped coming to court. But how he watched me was, oh, since he ain't here, listen, we can drop this shit right now. You take this felony, you can go home right now. They say paper felony, what? Get me out of here. So a lot of times we jump on things without realizing the consequences. Now, exactly. So if I was smart enough, just forget, oh my God, that back then, you had people that's doing 25 that was doing 25 to life for a $10 sale. Because you don't know the law, you go to trial, you blow trial to a TNT sale. And the only reason why you blow trial for it because they got the mark money. um, when you don't know no better, you just fight. You don't have nobody going. Listen, real like listen. I could do this time. Cause a lot of times because we don't have nobody. So we have to learn to support each other. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I did this show for because you know what Jay Z and Meek Mills. If you could go on Instagram, something called at Reform. There's a program coming on. They're doing some type of program. There's a you know what I'm saying? Yo, Brandy, how you doing? How you doing, Brandy? Let's hit the like button, party people. This is some real information I'm about to give y'all. You know what I'm saying? Um, we have we have the time. Well, I think most neighborhoods the drugs is there already. It's just that there was more drugs coming in now. Like before, it was just one person selling cocaine or two, three people selling cocaine. Where now there's access for 20 people to sell all type of drugs because there's so much drugs. You understand what I'm saying? So before it would be like one person had the dope for the neighborhood and three people had for the because that was the party drug, cocaine. That's it. But then when for some weird reason it was like a bomb drop where now there's access because back in the days cocaine cost $100 a gram and now you're able to buy cocaine in certain neighborhoods for $20 a gram, $15 a gram. So now it's a flow. So now the average kid that was just outside doing nothing could go uptown and buy an ounce for $400 and come back to his block and make twelve to $1,500. You're not good. What's popping? So yes, it's just like how this marijuana thing is. It's just so much demand, but it wasn't like that before. Like we didn't know where to like that's why I think a lot it took years for people to sell cocaine because we go to the OGs and go, yo, listen, I want to buy a gram, $100. Oh God, you're not good with popping. So they stuck to their guns with that shit. $100, $100 a gram was. They stuck to their program. You know what I'm saying? Yo, they used to do that shit in the '70s, Dad. That's a fact. They had this thing called the French Connection, which was in New York. They locked up a whole bunch of Italian drug spots. Then the drugs mysteriously disappeared out of the evidence room and went back, recycled way back to the streets. Um, I'm just from New York City, from what I've seen and what I've noticed. You know what I'm saying? Doma was popping. Z Black 99. That's right. That's my IG. Yes, sir. Aunt Murray was popping. Was popping. Um, it was just it's just it was it was a smuggler's dream. Let's just think about this. The middleman to a lot of that shit coming into the United States of America is probably sitting rich somewhere. Because now you have more demand of this party drug. And to say that is when crack first hit, to see how many people was addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like we, you know what I'm saying? So, so the thing with us is that for us, oh yeah, all day the war on drugs exactly. Since they tell you what they did was the war on drugs was in like Nicaragua. The war on drugs. We going to Nicaragua. All you heard was Nicaragua. You just swore that heroin was grown in Nicaragua. Everybody's going to Nicaragua. Can't even spell that shit. They wasn't going to Mexico. The war on drugs at one point in time was Nicaragua. I don't know why, but that was that that was the that was their little cosign right there. Nicaragua, all the cocaine in the world. But they see that it worked. It gets money. You see this war because at that time the government was big on this heroin epidemic, so they called themselves picking the country, going, we're going to war with them. We need funds to fund this war. You know what I'm saying? Up the Reagan years, yep. We need all the money in the world to fund this war because it's a war on drugs. The heroin's killing our community. But mind you, as they say they fighting one war, there's another war going on. All that cocaine. And when that shit was coming in, it was, whew. Like I told you, it was just like that movie Blow. Not everybody sold cocaine. Cocaine wasn't like how sour diesel was. You didn't have 20 cats selling that. You only had like one. Like you can sense and you can mention on your hand how many people in your neighborhood physically sold cocaine. That's how it was before crack exploded. The shit cost too much. $100 a gram. That's how much that shit cost in New York City. $100 a gram. Fuck. You get a conscious scale. That came up to Oliver North. I remember that. One fucked up situation to benefit another situation. Um, I believe that because of course you know the government had to play into that. Because that party drug. See, they didn't foresee the crack thing. They just seen that, just like how they do with these oxys, with these doctors giving these prescriptions. They just seen people partying and doing this drug shit. Like, it's a party drug. It's harmful. We can let all this shit in. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let that end in the heroin. Yo, Vic was popping, Vic. But what happened in the mix of this, um, what happened in the mix of this drug is this idiotic plan. They didn't realize that cocaine was a major party drug. And back then, there was a lot of partying going on. The disco era, block party era. So it was crazy. So what they assumed was just a party drug wound up becoming one of the most addictive drugs in American history. Once somebody figured out how to make it, put it in a rocket form in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So then that just took off. By the time I took off, I'm gonna tell you something. Not just the drug dealers benefited off of crack cocaine. Tanisha was popping. Um, they got Arm& and Hammer baking soda. They made billions off the crack epidemic. Let's not forget the drug part. It's about these companies these products that we use in our Arm. You needed that to cook that. The plexiglass, they made millions because you need that to put it together. Some people knew use ammonia. You need that to put it together. The company that made stems made billions. The companies that made the bottles, that make the blue plastic bottles, they made billions. And these are all legal companies that were selling legal products, knowing that these accessories, you needed that for this drug. So we just can't say that's the government. Look at these Fortune 500 companies that made billions off the backs of our destroying our communities to turn them into hoods. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Almond, ham, and baking soda made billions in the crack epidemic. Because at one point, you couldn't cook crack without putting baking soda. You know what I'm saying? So, the only thing we benefited off this shit, they did. The difference between us and them is they they didn't go to jail. We did. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? We have these other companies that, yep, these companies got rich selling paraphernalia. Exactly. They got richer than, you know what I'm saying? They got richer than the drug dealers. They got a legal bag. The government never stopped them. The government never said, no, hold on. I know. I look at that. Look how crazy this is. You can't buy certain too many medicines out of Walmart because they claim if you buy too much Sudafed and all this other stuff, they believe you're trying to create on crystal meth. See what they do for their own people, right? But nobody complained about Bacon's armor holder. Like yo, you don't think that somebody that buys 20 boxes of this baking soda is for something different? They're using it for a substance for something. So everybody benefited off of this shit. Not even the police. Everybody benefited off of that whole crack wave. You know what I'm saying? The legal bag won more than us because remember we had con- consequences and repercussions, jail, death. You know what I'm saying? Our homes were destabilized. Them, they was able to buy big houses. Um, they was able to buy big houses. They was able to buy big houses. They was able to enjoy sending their kids to private school and sending their kids to college. While us, we had to deal with getting these felonies that wind up coming back to destroy most of us. Because think about it, we get a felony at 17 years old. I got my first one. I was 17. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But the girl, I told you, oh, you might have missed it. In the 70s, cocaine was a party drug. They didn't see the crack thing coming. It was a party drug. It was all partying. So yeah, cocaine was in the hood, but if you ask an OG, only but a handful of people sold cocaine. It wasn't like how it was because heroin was still big. Heroin was the drug of choice. That was the most addictive thing back then was that bad. Cocaine was a party drug. So to sell cocaine, it was $100 a gram. So it depends on where you was at. Talk about in Harlem, it was $100 a gram. I could only imagine Queens or Long Island where you had the city workers and the homeowners. They probably charging them 150 a gram. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? As more cocaine came in, you have more people that's selling cocaine because cocaine was the party drug. That's how you see how you see the sour diesel. How every 2 blocks you go, somebody got some sour, some loud. They'll call it loud sour. Yo, Mike Hurt was popping. I'm on my jail phone right now. I'm in the 4 building. You know what I'm saying, Mike? I'm in the 4 building right now. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I just left the mess hall. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm back in the dormitory. Um, so that's what happened. It was just like you got sour on every block. Sour diesel. You know what I'm saying? So now the reason why there's so much sour for because the prices got cheaper. So now we're talking about cocaine. So now cocaine was sour diesel at one point in time. You have more people selling cocaine. So then somebody has a bright idea because when you sniff a lot of cocaine, it fucks with your nose. It gives you sinus problems and nosebleeds. So they love the drug, but they don't want to sniff the shit. So back in the days, to have to smoke the shit, you had to put together a fucking science project. You needed ether, you needed all type of other chemicals, you need this shit just for a blast. That's when it's called freebasing. Watching the Richard Pryor movie JoJo Dancer, I'll show you that part. He almost killed himself. Most people was almost killing themselves. Then somebody came up with an easier way for people to smoke it. Because people were smoking in cigarettes also. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying? But then, cigarettes get expensive. So the guy that came up with the remedy of just cook it up, put it in the stem, and go, they blew. Mind you, it was still considered a party drug. Yo, listen, people ain't go crack was bad until '89. That's when he was like, yo, this shit is crazy. People was physically come home from work, let me get 10 bottles. They still thought they was in the '70s. People was, you talking about '84, people was smoking crack. And like when they made the stem, it was a go. It was like, I ain't gotta sniff this shit. We on go. That's how much of a party drug it was. It wasn't looked upon negative to, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Vic, exactly, Vic. If you watch, I tell you, it wasn't considered addictive. Like fucked up. No, mind you, we seen the streets looking crazy. We seen some weird things going on. That's right, the rulers. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't. We watched people that would start smoking them losing their mind. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. But then the party drug became so addictive, but people didn't look at it like that. That it was like the party was over, but the people still in the club. You see what I'm saying? Party people. I don't know if I got good reception. Let's hit some like. Let's hit some like buttons, party people, because we ever going through consequences and repercussions. See what I'm saying? It destroyed many families. I believe it it. it you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There was a lot of cocaine babies. That no problem. But okay, definitely for this. Now check when I be fuzzing and fizzy, I get a million likes. Let me get some likes that I'm clear now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make this thing better. Um, yeah, 84, man, 84, 85, 86. That's when there's a lot of crack babies. Just like think about whenever there's a drug and there's a lot of with them drugs, man. You know what I'm saying? When there was a lot of drugs, that's what comes out with the babies, man. But you ain't need crack for that. You got a bunch of kids, babies now that's being born on the night where their parents might have been doing lean or doing the oxy, and they coming out addicted. Now, you know what I'm saying? Depends on how much drugs their parents got in their system. So I got still have to be mindful of the consequences and repercussions. If you plan to have babies and you do drugs, you got to slow down. If your partner doesn't do drugs, you know what I'm saying? Because the effects come out of the baby most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The effects come out of the babies. That's why you have a lot of hyperactive kids because of the cocaine. some of the deeper, the worst cases of crack babies was like some kids don't can't they have no eyes, they can't have no ears. Some was born a little a little slow, um, like babies. But that was the drugs, man. Definitely like the 70s. A lot of us was born because our parents were sniffing cocaine and got busy one night and boom, here we go. So that's why a lot of us came out hyperactive. You know what I'm saying? Short attention spans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, the worst addictive, yeah, the worst ones. Yep, I remember that because their parents was doing it so much every day. While this child was being developed, that the baby became addicted to the drug. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a different time. It was a different era. It was a different energy. You know what I'm saying? Um, I would say that we see that now with some of these kids now, and what we see now with these kids is that everything is just like everything is just so everything is so negative and everything is so attention span. They bug out up under those generations. Think about it. We had the heroin era, then we had the coke party era, then we had the crack era, and then we had the gang era. Now the '90s gang era was different because in the 2000s, the head of the households in certain areas became was gang members. So these kids that was growing up or being born, was born actually going, well, my dad is blood, or my dad is crip, or my dad is this, and he was in the household. It's a learned behavior that as they were growing up, they're around this gang culture because that's what's in their household where that wasn't like that before, where the head of the household was actually a man that worked, or the woman that worked, or a grandmother that worked. The average grandmother now is like 38 years old. That's grandma. You know what I'm saying? That's right, Vic. That's right. That's right, Vic. You know what I'm saying? So the only way to break those chains is we have to find programs where we can distract the kids' minds to see a bigger picture, a bigger world. Um, like I said, man, it's never too late to tell somebody good, something good. You see somebody that has potential, pull them to the side and be like, "Yo, you got potential, baby boy, but you stuck in this circle. Let me bring you over here. Let me take you out of this area. Let me take you out of this zip code. I see more. I see that you can live." Um, because we have a bunch of kids that's out here that don't have those resources, that don't have love. That's why I said some people don't know what love is. You know what I'm saying? Because all he seen was anger, hate, destruction, and poverty. Um, we have a chance to give it back. Like I told you, some things just have to be unconditional. Unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time to waste time or minutes of our life on accepting negative energy when there's more positive. Like that negative shit, leave over there. And I'm sorry for cursing, but leave that over there, man. Negative energy does nothing for us. You know what I'm saying? It's wasted energy. That's right now, good. It's wasted energy. Vic, you're right. JMO, it's wasted energy. It's energy that you could be doing something else that's positive. You know what I'm saying? Um, something a good friend of mine said one day. Yo, definitely Mike Hurt. It holds us back. Definitely do. You know what I'm saying? Um, something a good friend of mine said to me, right? He said, "Yo, Seek, man, you know, I remember when being negative was a full-time job. Like, think about that, Seek, right? You used to write graffiti, mug people. I don't know. You used to allegedly mug people. Then we went from there to start smoking weed, and then you still wrote graffiti, still mugged people. Then we found a career in the pharmaceutical business. But now that we're doing the right thing, it's like we can sleep better at night. And we ain't got to worry about nothing. And we have all these great ideas to expand this legal plan that we have. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Eddie White was popping, you know what I'm saying? This is what we grew up around. You know what I'm saying? East Harlem in the building. You know what I'm saying? East Harlem's in the building. Rest in peace, Razo. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Curra. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Aunt White. Exactly, yo. Exactly, J-Mo. The first 40 was wild. The party's over. So now we're born again. We got another 40. You know what I'm saying? The only difference now is we know what to do and what not to do. Exactly. It was a rough ride, party people. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to say, look, he's 44. I'm 45. We're still here to talk about this story. Yo, peace, Black Wall. You know what I'm saying? We're still here, able to say that we're here. That's why we have to get back to the principles and morals, consequences and repercussions. If somebody do something to get me upset, there's a choice I have to make. Do I want to deal with the consequences or repercussions in my reaction? Or do I just ignore the negative energy? Because sometimes I might react to something that's not worth reacting to. Then what happens if I do something to somebody and it might take me off the count? Because I got to the point in my life where I have nothing to prove to nobody. So if you think I'm soft, I'm soft. I take the whole soft package, okay? And that's where we mess up at. I all call outs and can do the repercussions because yo, what we think what somebody else think. Yo, I had to step to him. Why? Because people think I'm soft because he was in my comments talking crazy. Come on, man. When you're in tune with yourself and your self esteem is high, what you do is it's all crazy. You get rid of them. Block, boom. Like you block other negative energy out your life. Every call out is not mandatory. You know what I'm saying? And that's what and that's why I said consequences and repercussions because when you put that gel outfit on, you start sitting there going, damn. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But you know what's so funny, man? When I moved to the lower part of East Harlem, uh, exactly. So would you if you keep running about you tell me to shut up, you get a you got it. So we have to learn to go. You got it sometimes. Because we can't. Because the only reason why we say they don't got it because we begin to worry about what other people got to say or are standing there, even if it's one person. Yo, you try to disrespect me, point it on. That's what I'm saying, man. You talking to me crazy. You pointed this guy. You can't think I'm so. If somebody thinks you're soft because somebody screamed at you and you didn't react, they already thought you was soft. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. I was up north, right? It's a fact. Ivan was popping. I was up north. These guys was in ASAP. You know anything about, you know what I'm saying? If you know anything about the ASAP program, you're on your way out of jail. Sometimes you get ASAP, you can get work release, or just work on your CR date, or you just work on your parole board. But once you complete ASAP, it's a good look on your way out. They had a couple of words. Guy said, I want to watch 106 in Park. Guy says, no, I want to watch what I want to watch. So what happens is they go in the bathroom, they throw their hands up, and they start to shake. He swung. He hits the kid. The kid slips, falls back, hits his head on the tip of the toilet seat. Now it's in K. Vincent. But I was in that same hood. I was in the Watertown hub. When I got out, they brought me to Watertown to catch the Greyhound. And the kid died. Look, a simple fight. Now these kids when they way out of jail, threw their hands up, fighting over the TV. And guess what? The words that was said before they even had to fight. Yo, man, you talking to me like this in front of all of them, like I'm soft. So you really died because you worried about 12 other people that was in the day room. And what they would have thought about you because he screamed at you because you in jail and you can't let nobody talk to you crazy in jail. So he went to the bathroom, threw his hands up, and when he swung, boom, Duke hit him, he fell back, boom, he died. He died. The kid that killed him was on his way home, caught an extra 8 years. So both parties lost because now this guy whose family was, their families that was preparing for him to go come home. One mother's burying her son, the other mother has to do 8 more years with her baby. Why? Because he decided to fight over a TV he didn't even own. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. I'm saying ego. Our egos will get the best of us. How you know, Aunt? He died over watching one. That's what they was beefing about. Duke, you want to? Nah, come on, fuck that. I don't want to watch it. That's exactly what happened. That's what they fight over, dogs. Another guy, right? This other guy, he got caught up in exactly. That's all that did to stay away from those consequences. I never played the day. I mean, I played the day room because I was, you know what I'm saying. But definitely, SJ, shout out to you, shout out to Punch. Um, I was never really your aunt was popping, was popping. I was never into sitting in the TV room. I was because I didn't want to get addicted to this TV, and then somebody come in here and change the channel, and then I'm arguing back and forth like a fool. So I go, you know what? I'm not gonna do nothing that's gonna have me going back and forth with nobody. You know what they say? People will tell you that's probably in the chat, that's probably was in jail with me. I would have my headphones on and listen to music in my cube all day. They'd be like, Zeke be in his fucking cube. Listen to all these fucking tapes. I would be in my cube. I might play poker for a couple of good hours. I cook, go back to my cube, and it's always in rec. If I'm not programming, I'm in rec. And believe it or not, that program kept me out the mix. So when somebody comes and they want to change the channel, control the TV, I don't get caught up in those politics. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just milling around the day room, finding cheap conversations. I got those problems. So the safest place for me was my cube. Right? I'm in the yard. I spend the yard. Me and a couple of homies, we just spend the yard walking and talking. I wasn't going caught up in the circles and the crowds and the cliques. You know what I'm saying? But that was just me. So that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that at any given time, something can happen and we'll get caught up. Something that happened and I put myself in a situation to get 30, 40 years. Your aunt was popping, yo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just give another scenario. I'm just giving you scenarios of consequences and repercussions. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's just like we have to have respect out here. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta be like respectable. You know what I'm saying? Because respect comes a long way. What comes with respect is people should be able to come to you and go, yo, what's up, man? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Your man acting crazy, you can slow him down. And you're supposed to be and you're supposed to be like the brains. Yo, James Lives, was popping. You see what I'm saying? Um, I truly believe that well, one of the greatest ways to win is we gotta have control of our ego. We gotta stop worrying about what people got to say about us. Everybody's not gonna like us, man. Even if you think somebody likes you, they don't like. Just because somebody smile and laugh at your corny jokes does not mean that they like you. We have to stop attaching ourselves to likes and loves because somebody listens to our poems sometimes. We have to understand who loves us and who don't love us to make the separation. So that when something goes wrong or we have words or this is about to go all the way, you never liked me anyway. So since I know you never liked me anyway, it's easy for me to walk away from this relationship, to get the fuck away from you. Than for me to stand here and go back and forth and possibly get killed or kill you. You know what I'm saying? We get too attached sometimes. And I know some people right now are probably like, yo, why is he talking about this hip hop stuff? Because I'm 45 years old and my conversation is not, we're not going to waste time talking about that. That's not a waste of time, but, shout out to Don Q. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Don Q. Shout out to Tory Lanez. Shout out to J.R. Ryder. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? They doing what they do. Um, but I believe that what I'm giving you now is it's just source. You know what I'm saying? Um, I believe that we have to pay attention more to this government and not what the government is doing in 6ix9ine right now. Because not paying attention, you see what they're doing with this wall and they shutting governments down. And we have to pay attention to when the government does open up again, what programs are they taking away from? What money they taking away? Yeah, thank you, thank you. That's what jail does, man. It preserves you. Plus, I never did like, you know what I'm saying? I take care. I walk around. I do a lot of walking. Yo, Robert, what's popping? Um, I'm saying, yo, Domo, have a great day. Yesterday, you know what I'm saying? We, it's definitely, it's definitely a time in our lives where we have to realize what's good and what's bad for us. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's other things going on. We got to pay attention to the government when the government opens up and what they're gonna be taking away. Forget the wall, because they might be taking some things away for those that's getting government services. Hell yeah, we got that. Because imagine we grew up definitely. We grew up in neighborhoods that was war zones, that had abandoned buildings. We grew up in neighborhoods where we thought it can't get no worse. We grew up in Beirut the way Beirut looked in the 80s. Um, I think we have to get back to what love is, man. It's okay to go to I believe that it's okay to do normal things. Go for walks with your family. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to speak to certain family members and hey, how you doing? Call people sometime, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you don't think about the consequences. Ah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Tyler was popping. What's good? What's good? Tyler was good. Was popping. Um, but see, I got to see that growing up in the lower part of East Harlem because we couldn't do certain things in certain corners. So we had a good chance to have kids. We had a wiffle ball league on my block. We played football at Murphy Center. If you know anything about the Upper East Side, that's where we played our football at 96th Street Park. Definitely played at 96th Street Park. Um, so it was different. Where the OGs was like they were supporting us doing the right thing. So it was like on a Friday night we could be on the corner with them just standing there. We had to get off the block. So I guess that's why by the time we had a chance to hang on the corner, we was on solid gold. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's okay to have gratitude sometimes, people. It's okay that somebody do something. It's okay if somebody does something for you to go, you know what, good looking out, thanks. Don't allow your ego to stop you from being humble. Like, yo, you know what? I remember 10 years ago, you looked out for me. Yo, thanks. Good looking, brother. A lot of that comes with love. You taking, you know what I'm saying? Love is what's going to keep you from having a fucked up situation, a twisted situation. You know what I'm saying? Um, you see how I'm clear today and it's not so fuzzy wuzzy and I'm not going in and out because it's funny. Somebody told me yesterday and he said that. I'm like, not what he said, but somebody else said something else. Like, oh, you should have did this when you was 20 years ago, whatever the case may be. Oh, you old guys want to do YouTube. I said, boom. You know what it is? You know what it is? You have to step your game up a little bit with this stuff. You gotta because it's not about. See, that's the type of person that believes that when you're 50 years old, you should not go back to college. So let me teach him. Instead of me going in on him and going F him, and I'm going to show him that it's never too late to get it right. That's the word of the day. It's never too late to get it right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that. It's never too late. There's people, there's people that go to, there's people that go to college at the age of 50, the age of 60. You finish a college degree. It's never too late to do anything. So when people that speak like that, maybe they don't know no better. So it's called each one teach one. So let me show you, dogs. It's never too late to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Some people would never know how to get it right because exactly it's never too late. So when somebody goes, yo man, you mid age crisis, and why you should have did all that when you was it's never too late, dogs. Sorry, I'm moving around too much. See, I'm getting a little too hyper. It's never too late. You know what I'm saying? And that's why your controls. I read the comment. I said, you know what? I should have blasted him. Of course, I had to block him. But then I said, you know what, man? Let me educate this guy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's never too late to go to college. It's never too late to do the right thing. So, because then your thinking is just because you probably smoke crack, that there's no way you can clean up and do right with your life. Or just because you do heroin, you can't clean up and just get your life right. That sounds retarded, man. I mean, your old Jesus gave up on life 20 years ago if they was in the street. You know what I'm saying? They just gave up on life 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They just gave all the way up on life. When you have somebody, you know what I'm saying? When you have somebody, when you have somebody that's gonna tell you that it's never like yo, nah, man, after the age of 25, that's it. That sounds crazy, B. Like, huh? So I'm not putting him on blast. I'm just trying to. This is just the thinking of the people that person's around. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. People can get it right. It's never too late. So if somebody goes, that 20 years ago, but boom, I'm sitting there going, wait a minute. That's insane. You just said that. I mean, I think that's that's interesting what you just said. So basically, the OGs that you're around is telling you that whatever you're doing that's wrong is just gonna be like that for the rest of your life. That says the type of people that you be around. That mean they just don't get right. You know what I'm saying? You always change your life around, man. Like so you when you read a comment like that, we go, something's wrong with this guy and his OGs, and that's because you know why? Because we got certain people that's still playing, they still having fun, and it's okay. They don't see the light. They conversations, at least once out the day, is frivolous conversations. You know what I'm saying? We used to call it yard talk. You know, some of them have been in jail where you got some guys that this is no lie that talk about Jay-Z, Nas, and Biggie all day. You walk in the day when that's all they talking about. Yo, Biggie got this and Nas is that. So those are frivolous conversations after a while. It's okay to speak about it, to talk about hip hop. It's okay, it's great. But a lot of times when you have these frivolous conversations, you don't see the end of the rainbow because you're talking about something all day out of view that doesn't concern you or your come up. You're always talking about what somebody else is doing. You know, we've been there before in jail, but somebody sit around and try to tell you about Alpo, like, well, is Alpo your friend? Nah, I don't know him, but I heard he got caught. I heard he was fucking bitches in the chicks and put him on tape. It's like dogs. All I hear all day is about what everybody else is doing, but what are you doing? And they get mad. Oh, I'm not what? Come on, man, you trying to be funny? You funny style. How am I funny? Because what are you doing? I don't want to hear about what he's doing no more. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at. We have positive vibes. That's a fact. Those is facts. This is where we at. We in positive vibes right now. We're in an energy where this, you know what I'm saying? Your goods was popping, was popping. We're in an energy now where we have to get our emotions intact and pay attention to what's going on in the government for those that get these services. Not everybody gets services. I'm not, but just because I don't get these services doesn't mean that I don't care that some people that might live off these services, they might try to take some of this away. Because remember, it's easy for somebody who already got financial resources to take something away from somebody who don't got it because they don't care. So we have to stop living on the life of worrying about do somebody care for us. Definitely this government. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for somebody to tell your kids they can become cops and correction officers and doctors and EMTs. Because a lot of times, some kids told me some crazy one time before, I'm blood and I can't become a cop because I'm blood. Huh? You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's deep. I believe that and people be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We have to change that thinking. You can be anything you want to be. You can be the president if you want to be. Just because you come out the politics doesn't mean that you can't make it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's no guidance to the youth because the youth because no exactly when somebody goes, I'll give you a good example. There's no guidance to the youth when you got somebody going, yo, y'all niggas, you're too old to do the right thing. Yeah, that's no guidance, man. I mean, that's somebody telling you just be who you're gonna be for the rest of your life. Nah, you bugging. You have to make a change in your life, man. Being the same way gets you nowhere. Being the same way has gotten you nowhere in the last 20 years, so why would you remain to keep being that same animal? You know what I'm saying? That's why I said certain people find certain people to hang out with, certain people find people to be with, because it's that same retarded crowd. And I call it the Ricky Retarded crowd. I say, yeah, I say it. I try to get out that crowd. You know what I'm saying? That's why all my friends, it's my age, they're all doing the right thing. All my friends is free. Everybody's doing the right thing. They got their own wave. They got their own positive flow. You know what I'm saying? You still got a couple of old timers that still stuck right here being on the corner drinking that beer. We don't have to. They still believe that we're gonna die in them projects. Okay, it's over. Exactly, exactly. Doing the same thing. Exactly. We get this is what we gotta tell people. Definitely youth. Yo, bro, you Look, you just came from Rikers Island. You keep going back. Let's try this. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they're too comfortable. They're too comfortable in being silly. You know what I'm saying? Um, I truly believe that, yeah, this is my block. You don't own the block. You own a piece of property. Yeah, this is my block. I'm going to die for the block. I ain't going nowhere. I know people that's still there, like, yo, Zeke, they don't come through for what? To sit on the project bench. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't think I'm better than y'all, but if I come get you, I'd rather bring you to work with me. We can kick it. We can kick the Woody Bobo there. You know what I'm saying? Then compared to me sitting out there, putting my life in harm's way, because these young boys, they can listen to me then. If they see me amongst them, they're not gonna respect it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the power in a lot of this stuff. It's things that we have to pay. You know what I'm saying? The older that we are, there's certain things that we should pay more attention to than others. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said the picture that I post has consequences. It's always something. Like that picture is from 07, 08. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work and a lot of sacrifice. But you got to think about your generations after you. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's a lot. Like I told you, there's a lot of resources out there. You got vested. You have this new reform thing that Jay and them is doing. Who knows? They might have some information over there. The homie Mr. Five, he's part of some jail reform program as well. Um, there's a couple of good programs out there. Definitely in your cities, check out these programs, man. That's able job placement, job interviews. You got the labor department. You can put applications in. You need a skill. They got these programs. You know what I'm saying? You need to get your OSHA. You know what I'm saying? Really go to an OSHA class. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Really go to an OSHA class. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You really go to an OSHA class. Um, my YouTube, my IG is Zeke Black 99. My Facebook is Zeke Black. Um, this is just you know what I'm saying? It's this positive energy. You know what I'm saying? We just try to give you some positive information. Um, it's crazy. You know what's a funny thing in Detroit? We don't come out of Detroit actually. It was Big Meech and his brother. They come out of Detroit, and no matter how much drugs they sold, they owned a lot of legal businesses, man, in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So you understand what I'm saying? They came from some place that was crazy, wild, and they went someplace else, and they had a good business plan, but boom, you know what I'm saying? But exactly that OSHA. Yep, exactly. So there's things that you can do. It's never too late. You know what I'm saying? It's never too late. You know what's funny? Queen of Detroit. There was a record label in Detroit. I remember I was reading them in the store. I think it was Puritan Avenue or Puritan Records, something in that lines. And it was weird that when I read their book, it was like, oh shit, they come from that block. And I guess that block, that record label, those guys was kingpins allegedly, and those are the guys I taught them. And then they went to Atlanta and they took off, but not, you know what I'm saying? But needless to say is that yeah, needless to say is that the power of the people, the power of information. Seek positive information over negative information. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's okay. Somebody hit the like buttons later. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You ain't gonna hit the like buttons now, but get this information. I respect the sources more than the like. I don't mind giving this information up. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Um, It's just like I said, all call outs ain't mandatory. You ain't gotta kill nobody. If you don't have to sell drugs, don't sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? Um, and we just gotta remain positive. You know what I'm saying? Um, I used to have this weird attitude, but I didn't care before. But now I seem to care. And it works out for me that I care now because I just be more mindful, you know what I'm saying? Of what I do and how I move, you know what I'm saying? It's keeping me alive. It's keeping me in a safe place. Um, Positive energy does win. Um, Remember that. Positive energy does win. You know what I'm saying? And no means no. Shout out to Punch. I mean, I hope all go well before us today. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. The doctors are actually, yeah, because they give you that prescription. Boy, man, they caught this one doctor in New York City. He gave away $1 million worth of oxys. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like I told you, the drug game doesn't have a color. We just see on the news that it's blacks and Latinos get locked up all day. But the war on drugs is everybody. Everybody get a piece of the American pie. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Um, I got today. I'm gonna make some rounds today. I gotta make my rounds today. I'm gonna be outside. It's not seriously. It's just not. You'd be surprised. These doctors is getting jammed up. Some doctors got like 50 years. He was those prescriptions, all the moxies. You know what I'm saying? We making my rounds today. If I mean, it's just money. You know what I'm saying? It's just like whatever's addicting, and they have access to get some free money. That's all it is. It's Queen Detroit. That's all it is. A lot of times it's just because these are party drugs, and if you have access to a party drug, that's what it is. Because the first time I heard about oxys being big on the scene was those raves. You know what I'm saying? So most of that stuff is party drugs. And then, like I told you, we're African Americans. We follow the trends after. They do it first, and then we follow that trend. You know what I'm saying? So all that, I call them the pharmaceuticals. The only thing, you know what I'm saying? All that is from party drugs, and people they push that envelope. You know what I'm saying? Then they become addicted, but then it's like boom, there it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's a day I'm making my rounds. I'm supposed to go to Gangster Paradise today. So I hope to see Tanisha when I go to Gangster Paradise. What's that around 1 o'clock, Tanisha? 1, 2 o'clock. Hope to see you out there. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know what I'm saying? That's all it was, man. A lot of this stuff starts off as party drugs. It just goes to another level afterwards. But most of these things start off as party drugs. Seriously speaking, you know what I'm saying? Most of these things, that's you got you. There it is. All right. You know what I'm saying? Most of these are party drugs that just explode. Because I told you, once you put a whole bunch in the street, and there's a good example was the oxy wave. You could Google this. A lot of doctors in New York City is getting caught with these prescriptions. And so now you have more of these drugs. You got more people selling this, and then now it's addictive when you have access to something every day. It becomes addictive compared to I can only get this once a month. Um, so these are the things that's out there. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful. You see a lot of. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, because I'm about to end this because I have some things I have to do today, and I appreciate everybody that came through this morning. I hope I did great. Like I told you, you know what I'm saying? Keep your prayers up for us, you know what I'm saying? Um, Like you say, love the kids. We gotta love the kids. Speak to the kids. Let's love ourselves, party people. Love ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Let's love ourselves, man. That's right. That's right. Willie. Willie in the building. That's right. Yo, you know what? You know what, Willie? I had the triple fat goose. You know what I'm saying? I had the triple fat goose. I'm happy you here getting some of this good old medicine, Willie. Hell yeah, I had the triple fat goose. That's, I ain't got no Tims this year, but I want to buy some Tims. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying what up, Willie? Saying? Willie Calhoun's in the building. That's right. You know what I'm saying? He's in the building. I'm saying we all get this source, man. You know what I'm saying? Positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Positive energy will always be negative energy. You know how that go. You know what I'm saying? That's the win right there. Salute to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This where we at, man. You know what I'm saying? And taking it back. Taking it back. Um, let's be positive today. Let's do something great. You know what I'm saying? Let's be great today, party people. Let's be great. Let's be great, man. And I'll talk to you later. I might, you know what? I know last night I was going to go at 12, but I was working all day, and that put me to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Force, shout out to Punch, shout out to Willie, shout out to Ant, shout out to Tanisha, shout out to KD, shout out to Vic, shout out to the Goods. You know what I'm saying? Not good. You know what I'm saying? Um, Shout out to Black Wall, Domo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. State of mind. That's right. BBN later. That's right. The BBN network is in the building. Now, party people, was I clear? Was I more clear today than before? Now you good. You know what I'm saying? You good with this positive energy, man. I think Don Q gonna come out with another hit though. He has to come back from this one. But with that being said, party people, man, have a blessed day, man. Do something nice. And Sarah, I say, peace to Sarah. Have a great day. Peace to Goods. Have a great day. You know what I'm saying? I hope I did a great job today. Like I told you, my IG is Black99. My Facebook is Black. Don't forget the PR Sasson. Fifth Avenue, Boogie Down Bronx. Um, that's right, later, Tyler. Peace to Tyler. I'll be out and about today, man. I'll make some rounds, man. And with that being said, man, the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Let's have a happy day, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a positive day. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I'm gonna holler at you players later. Yo, yo. Shout out to